Hello guys, I welcome you back to Oronto TV news channels, where we publish news on politics, entertainment, celebrity news. Before you watch any of our news or videos in this channel, please we request you should subscribe to our channel to stay updated with latest news and happenings around the world today. Our episode today is on the breaking news that happened yesterday evening slash this morning. The news keep on trending about the sacking of the Imo State Governor Ihedioha by the Supreme Court of Nigeria. The governor was sacked yesterday by the Supreme Court, which held its sitting yesterday. A 7-man panel of the apex court that led by the Chief Justice of Nigeria, which is Justice Tanko Muhammad, unanimously declared Hope Uzodinma of All Progressive Congress as a winner of the March 9, 2019 governorship election. And the verdict of the Supreme Court, which upheld Hope Uzodinma, vividly elected governor of the state. So there was a serious noise and uproar in the courtroom as the apex court handed down the judgment. Ihedioha's lawyer and supporters, they were visibly shocked because I was watching the video live. They were visibly shocked after the apex court delivered the judgment at about 6:20 p.m. yesterday during an 8-hour sitting with two intermittent break. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to take us on the news. PDP cries out as Supreme Court sacks Governor Ihedioha. We didn't understand how Uzodinma, who came fourth, was declared the winner. The Supreme Court on Tuesday nullified the election of Emeka Ihedioha as the governor of Imo State. A 7-man panel of the apex court, led by the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Tanko Muhammad, unanimously declared Hope Uzodinma of the All Progressive Congress as winner of the March 9, 2019 governorship election and the validly elected governor of the state. There was a noise in the courtroom as the apex court handed down the judgment. Ihedioha's lawyers and supporters were visibly shocked after the apex court delivered the judgment at 6:20 p.m. during an 8-hour sitting with two intermittent breaks. More than 10 minutes after the apex court's panel members departed the courtroom, Ihedioha's lawyers and supporters were unable to move as they remained shocked to the same position. But Uzodinma's supporters in the courtroom burst into shouts of joy and they stepped out of the courtroom. They joined others who could not gain entry into the courtroom to celebrate the court's pronouncement. Some of them appear to be making calls informing their supporters back home of their court victory. Justice Kudirat Kekereekun, who led the judgment, ordered that the certificate of return issued to Ihedioha be immediately withdrawn. She directed that a fresh certificate of return should be issued to Uzodinma. She also directed that Uzodinma, who came distance fourth in the result of the election declared on March 11, 2019, be immediately sworn in as the governor of Imo State. Justice Kekereekun dismissed the All Progressive Grand Alliance Ifeanyi Ararume's appeal for being academic, following the court's declaration of Uzodinma as the winner of the election. In upholding Uzodinma's appeal on Tuesday, the Supreme Court agreed with him that the vote pooled in 388 out of the 3,523 polling units were excluded in the final result declared by the Independent National Electoral Commission in the state on March 11, 2019. Justice Kekerekun ruled that with the addition of the excluded votes to the earlier declared final results, Uzodinma polled the highest lawful vote with the required spread of vote in the state. She set aside the judgment of both the Imo State Governorship Election Petition Tribunal and the Court of Appeal, which had both affirmed Ihedioha's election. She stated lower court misunderstood the case of appellant. She wrote, adding that the case was not a case of exclusion from the election but exclusion of votes from final result. She explained that the lower courts were wrong to have rejected the result of the 388 polling units on the grounds that they were not tendered before the tribunal by the proper person. The results were said to have been tendered by the 54th petitioner's witness. P54, a police officer who tendered the result, was asked to produce the result. Having been asked to produce the result, it was wrong for the lower court to hold that P54 was not the proper person to tender the result. Justice Kekerekun ruled. Ihedioha had argued that the Supreme Court had earlier in its judgment delivered on December 20, 2019, declared that Uche Nwosu was the candidate of both the APC and the Action Alliance, and on the basis of that, declared the nomination of Nwosu for the March 2019 election as null and void. His lawyers argued that the Apex Court's judgment implied that Uzodinma was not the APC's candidate in the election. But addressing this argument in the Tuesday's judgment, Justice Kekerekun held that the issue of nomination was a pre-election issue that could not be raised in a post-election litigation. As a consequence of findings, she ordered the judgment of the lower court, which declared the first appellant as the winner with the majority of lawful votes, is hereby set aside. It is hereby declared that votes due to the appellant, Hope Uzodinma, and All Progressive Congress were wrongfully excluded. It is ordered that the votes unlawfully excluded should be added. The first respondent, Ihedioha, was not duly elected by the majority of lawful votes, and his return as the winner of the election is hereby declared null and void. The first appellant, Uzodinma, polled the majority of the Imo State governorship election held on March 9, 2019, and got the required spread across the state. The first appellant is the winner of the governorship election held on March 9, 2019 in Imo State. AA Nwosu withdraws appeal. Meanwhile, Action Alliance governorship candidate in the March 9, 2019 governorship election in Imo State, Uche Nwosu, on Tuesday withdrew the appeal he filed against the election of Ihedioha. Nwosu is a son-in-law to the immediate past governor of Imo State, Rochas Okorocha, who was elected to the Senate on the platform of the APC in the 2019 general election in the state. On Tuesday, Nwosu's lawyer, Mr. Solomon Omon San, told the 7-man panel of the Supreme Court that the decision to withdraw the appeal challenging the outcome of the last governorship election in Imo State was based on the judgment of the Apex Court delivered on December 20, 2019. The reference judgment of the Supreme Court was on a case marked XC 1384/2019, which had declared that Nwosu was not validly nominated as a candidate of the AA to participate in the March 9, 2019 governorship poll, thus lacked the locus standing to file any case in connection with the election. We are at a loss how Uzodinma, who came fourth, became winner PDP. Beside Ihedioha's supporters, the nation's main opposition party, the PDP, also expressed surprise over the judgment. The PDP National Publicity Secretary, Mr. Kola Ologundiya, In a statement, he described the judgment as yet another very sad commentary on the nation's democratic order. He said the party finds it difficult to understand how Senator Hope Uzodinma of the All Progressive Congress, who came forth in the March 9, 2019 governorship election with just 96,458 votes, will suddenly, by the token of the judgment of the Supreme Court, defeat Chief Emeka Ihedioha /PDP, who scored 276,404 votes. In fact, the PDP and indeed most Nigerians are still at loss as to understand the basis upon which the Supreme Court arrived at its decision. The party says it is lamentable that the destiny of the people of Imo State is being taken from the governor they choose and voted for and handed over to the individuals and the political party that do not have their blessing and mandate and which they rejected at the election. My stolen mandate has been recovered, Imo governor-elect. But Hope Uzodinma said that his stolen mandate had been recovered by the Supreme Court. Uzodinma, who spoke to our correspondent through his spokesperson, Declan Emeluba, shortly after the Apex Court declared him the duly elected governor of the state, said that the court had demonstrated bravery. He said the Supreme Court has declared Senator Hope Uzodinma as the duly elected governor of Imo State. The beautiful thing is that our stolen mandate has been recovered. The governor will arrive in Imo State on Wednesday and he will address the people of the state. He has better plans for the people of the state. He is experienced and the state is for good things. And the state is in for good things, rather. There were mixed feelings in Owerri, the Imo State capital, on Tuesday, following the Supreme Court judgment that declared Uzodinma as duly elected governor of the state. While people celebrated the Apex Court's verdict, others described it as very shocking. The state APC publicity secretary, Eyinaya Emelu Onebu, in an interview with one of our correspondents, said that the party was happy that its candidate had been returned by the Supreme Court. He said, "We are jubilating. Our candidate, Senator Hope Uzodinma, is now the governor of Imo State. This is great news for us." A member of the People's Democratic Party, Iken Naeme, described the verdict as shocking. According to him, the APC used the court to hijack the state. This is the news, my brothers and sisters. It is very, very unfortunate that the people of Imo State elected as their governor had been removed and sacked, rather, by the Supreme Court, owing to their ruling yesterday, declaring that the senator from Oluzon, Senator Hope Uzodinma, is now the substantive governor-elect of Imo State, owing to the ruling of the Supreme Court yesterday. There was a heavy uproar in Imo State. The whole state was in shock. Though, as some party, the favoring party, we are rejoicing. The other party, they have been asked out of office. They were in a sober mood, even up to this moment, as I speak. It's a very big shock to the people of PDP in the decision of the Supreme Court yesterday. So, this is a very shocking news. Well, the opposition party, the PDP, they have to also wait till another 4 years again for another set of election to get their home right. Well, it has been said, this news has been trending on the social media even before the Supreme Court ruling, that the governor, the SY governor, Emeka Ihedioha, did not merit or did not meet the constitutional right, who states that he must win 2/3 majority of the state. And also owing to the fact that Hope Uzodinma has gone to has gone to tribunal, from tribunal to appeal, and appeal finally to Supreme. Hope has been saying that he actually won the election, and also holding on the fact that most of his results were not welcome or were cancelled by INEC and they were not declared. So he got the opportunity yesterday, and the Supreme Court calling for those results that were withheld by INEC to be released, and they were released, and that was what made up his winning yesterday. and the figures gotten from there gave hope winning. So guys, this is it's very interesting. Well, this is government magic here. Anything can happen in government in as much as Nigerian politics is concerned. They say he who pays the piper dictates the tune. Well, it is the APC that pays the piper and they dictate the tune. So of what happened. And they have said that yes, they are going to recover back their state back, that the state is for APC and it was taken from them by PDP. They are going to do everything humanly possible to ensure that they recover the state back from PDP, which actually has come to play now. So guys, before we go, please tell us in the comment section what is your opinion about this news, and also express yourself on how you feel. And remember to subscribe in our channels to get more news anytime we upload a new video. And thank you for visiting Oronto TV News. May God bless you all, my good people of Biafra.